Hi everybody, it's Patty. I'm here today with the reading for Virgo for the month of August 2017. I am using the Tarot of the Orisha by Durkheim and Zoloff, and I'm using the Romance Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue at the end for clarification or direction in this spread. So, Virgo, your birthday's coming up soon too, so happy birthday also for the month of August. Virgo, we're going to talk a little bit about the message that I got for this spread altogether. It seems to me like talking about a period of loss, dryness, because the overall theme of this reading is the element of water. Okay, now water is usually abundance, free flowing, positiveness, money coming in, but it seems like this month of August going to be a little pressed for cash. Your resources are not going to be what they normally are. All right. So, first card we got in this reading was a message from the earth. Okay? And that's a message from a gnome, right? Dwarf or gnome. And he's got everything. He's got abundance. He's got gold. He's got seeds growing out of the ground, so he's planted things and they're growing, and he's holding it and admiring it, and he's got gold to the left, gold to the right, gold in front of him. Everything's growing. This is good, right? This is talking about prosperity. Seeds that have been planted before are being sown. It also says wishes are being granted, and the end of a cycle. And this is the first card, so this represents you, okay, where you are. And I'm going to say that this reading may have to do with a young person, a young man, someone who's youthful, a young lady, someone who's youthful, okay? That's just my own interpretation. Nobody told me that. That's what I got intuitively. The next card we got was Ogun. Ogun shows up in all of these cards for some reason, but that's all right because he's a warrior and he's a protector. He's brave. He's brave, and he is a warrior, and he's a protector. This card also talks about a person who is a son and daughter of a parent who wears uniforms. So, if your father or mother wears a uniform of any sort, this could be talking about you, young person, if this is about you. Again, as usual, these readings may not resonate with everyone, but there's a message that needed to be gotten out to someone. Someone needed to hear the story, and so I'm here to deliver it, okay? If this is not for you, then you can just, see if there's another video that I do that resonates with you further, or you can pass this on, share it with someone that this might resonate with, share it with another Virgo, and see how that goes, all right? But these are the messages, and the messages want to be out there, and that's why I'm doing it, okay? All right, so the next card that you got was the 10 of Earth reverse. Now, the 10 of Earth in the upright position is again wealth, harvest, plenty. Okay? This is great. Underneath you, though, upside down is the way you got it. Okay? So this may talk about loss of riches, or the money not coming, the harvest not coming as you thought, or slowly coming, or not as prosperous as expected. So this is telling me that there's a young person that's expecting riches or prosperity or a cycle of completion after work, like reaping the benefits after a lot of work, planting the seeds. This is also, Ogun also talks about going on a travel by train, buses, could be car if it's a caravan of people going somewhere. Talks about justice and order will repel hate. There's activities, businesses relating to metal. Could even be a band, a metal band, maybe a heavy metal band or a punk band, something. That could be it too. I'm getting that. Could be it. Again, going back to this card, the 10 of Earth reversed. The card also refers to the loss of a beloved parent or disrespecting an elder. So this could be related to this. We talked about this is a child of someone who wears a uniform, and you may have lost a parent. Someone may have passed away, or you lost contact with the parent, or there's some kind of a rift in the relationship, or you may have disrespected a parent, and nothing good comes of that type of behavior. But that's something that you may have gotten past by now. But that's something that you have gotten through, gotten past, and put it, underneath it. Now this card here, the Six of Air. Six of Air talks about traveling with a group of people, traveling as a group, possibly over water, okay? So again, this could be talking about a band, a group of people traveling, going on tour maybe. So this message may be about a road trip of friends. So Virgo, you may be going on a trip this month with friends. It could have to do with work. It could have to do with pleasure. But the next card you got was the Five of Air, but it's reversed, right? So in the upright position, this is the way the Five of Air looks. Okay, and those are swans and peacocks. All right, and those are beautiful, beautiful animals, and they're all there in a group together. But in the reverse, okay, this talks about people being envious of you. It talks about a group, but there's someone in this group that is envious. Okay? Talks about being careful of people around you. And that's a message that you're getting from your ancestors. There may be someone in this group who is envious of you. And you may want to be aware, well, not you may. This message is for you to become aware of that. Next card we get is a message from the water. Message from the water, which is a beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, similar to the Chariot in the regular tarot, but it's reversed. So what does it mean? Well, when it's reversed, it talks about you are afraid of failure. In the back of your mind, you are afraid of failure. And The next card, the Nine of Earth. Nine of Earth. You got it in the reverse. In the upright position, there's a beautiful picture. A woman's looking out on a horizon as she seems like she's embarking on a journey, and she's dropping her seeds as she goes. She has her purse with her. She has a staff. So she has things that she can lean on, tools that she can use, and she's going forward. And the clouds seem to be parting in the sky, and it looks like it's going to be a sunny horizon. You got this same card in reverse. This is what it looks like in reverse. Okay, this talks about being careful when you're alone. Being careful. Something may be stolen from you, or you may be involved in a robbery. This trip that you're going on is going to be an experience. This trip that you're embarking on is going to be experience. Every trip comes with knowledge, and then every trip may end up in sorrow somewhere. There are things bad and good that happen, and you're going into the grown-up world, and there are people around you. Everybody around you is not nice. Everybody that appears to be nice isn't. And also, because you are Virgo and you're such a thorough person, and you dissect every innuendo and every statement, you think about it, and you overanalyze sometimes. And even though there are people who are your friends or people who are your associates, they may not always appreciate that about you. They may think that you're too fussy, or that you're too picky, or etc. So be careful with that. And if there's somebody in this group that you feel is a little that maybe you tick off a little bit, your personalities maybe don't mesh as well as with the other people, or they're a little older than you, you may feel or get the feeling this person is envious of you. Be careful of this person. This may be the problem. That person may pose a problem for you while you're on this trip. Next card you got is Oshumari. Oshumari. And that's a beautiful, beautiful snake with a rainbow in the behind, and yellow rose. No, I'm sorry. It's the sun. But it looks like a rose, actually, the way they have it so close to that branch that also looks like a little angel, too. All right? But there's cloudy skies, and there's hurdles. There's mountains to climb, but there's a rainbow at the end. Okay? And you got that card upright. Oshumari, that card speaks about the yin and the yang, the good and the bad. That every cloud has a silver lining. It talks about the transformation. Okay? It talks about growth. It talks about diversity, money. Also talks about rejoining, reincarnation. This is about you as a leader, someone who stands out, okay? And you can use your voice, your hands, your body, your head, your feet, anything. You can command a crowd. You have good stage presence. People follow you. People will listen to you. You have the ability to transform a crowd, to change the mood of a group or a crowd. You have to remember, though, who you are and where you came from. Okay? And recognize that even when you lose, there are people who have less. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for the experiences that you have. Don't take things for granted. And remember that there's always someone who is less fortunate than you. The Six of Water, upright. It's a mermaid sprawled out in the rocks, and she's got her hands in the water, and she's just relaxing and enjoying. But these are all these little bottom feeders over there on their way trying to, those crabs, and trying to get at her and coming to see what she's got. And there's also some scary things in the back. There's moon out, so that means there are hidden things that are hidden, things that you don't know about, things that you may not be aware of. Okay? And Six of Water is talking about having reuniting with friends, restoring order, but also being careful of crabs. Be careful of the crabs. They're definitely there. Now this card that you got here was the Ace of Fire, reversed. Ace of Fire is a lion, all right? Sign of Leo. It's a fire sign. Strength, power, being the boss, control. This is what you got, though. The Fire reverse. And in this position, it talks about cancellation of plans. Cancellation of plans and loss of income, loss of a job. And not only loss of a job, but loss of a job that leaves you offended. Oh, so this could be a cancellation of an engagement. If this is a road trip, if it has to do with a band, this could be cancellation of a job. If this is about a group that goes away and comes back, this could be someone loses their job and they come back from vacation and they're offended that this happened. Like, I thought you needed me. I thought I was needed. I thought, you know. And so somebody could not be on this trip and be doing things behind your back. Also, I'm getting that. Yes, okay. That it doesn't have to be someone on the trip necessarily. It could be someone, a older figure, a father figure, a parental figure that you've offended in some way. And when you come back from your trip, you may have lost your job, even though you thought that you had permission to go and everything was good. You may find that they hired someone else, they laid you off, or they'll find some way soon after your return to penalize you or get rid of you. And you, not only are you going to be out of work, you're going to be offended at this person because you're going to feel that maybe they lied to you, or that when you thought everything was straightened out and behind you and settled with this adult figure, this parental figure, the boss. It could be the boss. This could also be a boss, a male supervisor maybe. And it's like, well, how are you having two faces with me? All right, again, we're talking about the yin and yang. Okay, and it's talking about jealousy. And the last card that you had in this reading was the Guardian Angel. And the Guardian Angel is talking about, but I'm sorry. Okay. So sorry. I'm being a mess here. All right. This is the Guardian Angel card. The right side up, right? Beautiful, beautiful. This is the way it can open your reading upside down. And again, this talks about disharmony and disagreements, disassociations, and bad influences. So, what I got from this reading is that this is about a young person that may be embarking on a trip. You may be going away for the summer with friends. You may be going on vacation. You may be taking a road trip or a train trip across the country, I'm getting, or anywhere for a distance. This is, you're doing this with your friends. This is not with your parents. So this, college just, we're on college break right now. People just graduated from high school. And this may be your venture out there, Virgo. And plans and arrangements, things along the way of this trip are going to show you a lot about the people who you associate with and the people around you. There are people who are jealous of you. There are people who you need to be careful of. Whenever you're alone, try not to be alone. Try to, stay with the group, because you could experience a robbery. Oh man, just be careful when you are on this trip. If this is a trip for music, or it's a trip for business, you may have a meeting that's canceled or a show that's canceled, and that's going to put a drop in your income, because you're expecting money when you go certain places, and then when you go, the money's not there. But that's how business is. That's how the real world is. If this is a business trip. And if this is a pleasure trip, again, you need to be careful of the people that you're with. Pay attention to the body language and signals that you're getting from your co-workers or people who are on this trip with you, even if you've known them all your life. If there's someone on this trip who is an older person, an elder, even if it's like elder, like 10 years or 5 years or something like that, be careful the way you interact with them. They may feel disrespected. They may be jealous of you, again, because of your character, your charisma, your charm, your ability to sway a crowd, your ability to please the crowd. And they may be a little jealous of the attention that you're getting out there on the road, Virgo. So be careful of that. Be very careful of that. And when you come home from your trip, don't be surprised if the job that you thought that they were holding for you isn't there, or if there's some kind of disagreement at the workplace soon after you return, that causes you to have your hours cut or to not have your job at all. Because again, this water element upside down card here talks about a period of drought. So you could be experiencing some financial drought during the month of August, when you return from this trip, this adventure. But that's what it is. It's an adventure. This is something that you worked hard for. You put down seeds, and this is something that's been planned, and you are ready for it, and you and your friends are on your way. So I see this happening for you in the month of August. Okay, so that's the message for that Virgo person. Be very careful. Be very careful with who you're traveling with and who you're with. You're going to have a period of time during this trip where you might be broke. Okay, so be careful with your money. And be careful how you speak to people. Be mindful of your tone. I'm sure you've heard that before. Okay, so the next thing I did was the Romance Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And these are the cards that you received. First card was Passion. And in relation to this thing that you're doing, I think, is your passion. This is something that you worked hard for, Virgo, something that you've been looking forward to for a long time. So this is your passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So if this is about someone who is in a band or a singer or something like that, be joyful. You know, express yourself through your music, because this is your passion. Regardless of whether you get paid for this or not, you're still going to do what you love to do. So do it. And when you're a young person and you have the opportunity to do it, that's what youth is for, to try these things out, to follow your passion. Okay, the next card that you got was Express Your Love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Again, in relation to this reading, the message I got was express yourself. Okay, let your audience know, let the people around you know how much you love what you're doing. Also, let them know how much you appreciate their friendship. You get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, Virgo. And sometimes you have to be easy with certain people. So you can, again, one of the cards talked about triumphing through your charms and your grace, that love trumps hate, right? So you got a hater around you, then you need to just give them more love. Push more love towards them. And even if you can't say it out loud, even though you need to express your love verbally, but if you can't do it out loud, then just send positive energy to that person. Send light to that individual. And also you send them your love when you pray or when you meditate. Send them positivity. Because they're miserable, basically. You know, there comes a time when you have to pass the torch. And but let your haters be your motivators is what I'm getting, Virgo. So express your love. This card here, your next card that came up. Oh yeah, you got 5 cards. You know, when I asked for oracle cards. So this is a message that needed to be gotten to you. It talks about healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Oh, and I think what this is saying intuitively to me, saying that you might get better luck if you forgive your parents or you apologize for being disrespectful. But whatever the situation is, there's family issues, and you need to forgive your parents. Nobody's perfect. People make mistakes. But part of growing up and part of being an adult and running into these new situations is understanding that, you know, parents do the best they can with the information that they have. Children do not come with instruction manuals. So, forgive your parents. All right? Prayer says, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. So if you want to be forgiven, then you have to learn how to forgive. And the safest people to fight with and the safest people to forgive are your parents, usually, because usually your parents are those who loved you first and love you best. Okay? So, you might want to express your love to your parents also. The next card you got was Forgiving and Learning. Forgiving and learning. As you release and bail your past As you release and heal your past. Well, I said bail. Okay, maybe I meant that too. You experience more love in your present moments. Yes, excellent. So, as you forgive, as I said, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. As you forgive, as you release, as you bail. When I said bail, I meant like, when you're in a boat, and the boat is full of water, it's sinking, and you take it and you bail the water back out, bail it out to keep it from sinking. This is what I'm talking about. This card is talking about healing. So as you release the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Again, this is where your protection comes from. Your protection comes from your family and your parents and those people who love you back home. And as you go ahead, and as you're growing and on this trip, maybe during those times when there's quiet and solitude, when I say quiet and solitude, not by yourself, but like in the vehicle or in the train or whatever, and you have people around you, but you're quiet have a quiet time. And you meditate, and again, send out positive vibes to those people, to your parents, to your boss, your elders, your teachers, professors, whomever. Because this could be about when you get back to school, you thought that you had all your papers in and you didn't, they're ready to fail you. They were just waiting for an opportunity. So that could be what it's about for you too, Virgo. Whatever this is to me, it just seems like it's someone who's like college age, young person, over 18, younger than 40, that type, younger than 35 even. Someone who is just embarking out on their road, on their path, and following their passion or trying to. And they're looking forward to having a good time, but sometimes these things don't work out the way we planned. And sometimes people say that they make arrangements and say that there's something that is sure and scheduled, and turns out not to be what it is. But remember that you are going to be coming home, and bring some presents. Bring some presents when you come home, even for the parent or the person that you had beef with, the boss, the parent, older person. A gesture, some gesture of forgiving and learning. And last card you got was let your friends help you. Ask and accept support from others. So, talk about, okay, so what I got when I just turned that card over and read it is, if you run out of money on this trip, ask for help. Ask your friends for help. But if everybody on the trip is broke, call home. Let your family help you. Let your friends support you, your family support you. And accept it. Just take it. You don't want to be out of town. You don't want to be away from home and be broke. But this is a lesson, because this may be the first time that you kind of had to live by your own wits and figure things out by yourself. But I want you to protect yourself. I want you to be careful of being robbed or being stolen. Something being stolen. It could even be robbery, not so much as a physical burglar robbery, mugging or something. It could be some unscrupulous behavior at a venue or a booking, or again an appointment, a meeting that you had that you thought was going to be fruitful, and turned out that it wasn't. That the things that were promised were nonsense, and you ended up spending money that you shouldn't have spent, losing money that you shouldn't have lost. Okay? So Virgo, your reading for the month of August 2017. telling me that you need to do some healing with your family. You need to express your love. You need to learn how to forgive and ask for help when you need it. And be careful. Be careful of jealous people around you. And be careful of losing money, having something taken from you, being robbed. Be very careful where you go. Also, when you return home, bring presents if you can for people. And presents you don't have to spend money on presents. You can get little things, a map, Bible from the hotel. They're there for you to take. Little trinkets, postcard here and there. If you can't afford to mail it, all right. You buy a postcard, put it in your, bring it back. It's like taking a picture. If you can't, you can do little things to bring things home for people. Shot glasses, hello. That's something I collect. My friends know that about me. Little things that you can bring, if you can, but it would help smooth over the situation with the elder person, the family healing issue. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Virgo, for the month of August 2017. Hope that you if this is about you, I would want you to have a good trip. I want you to have this be a good experience. And so I'm going to pray for that for you. And I'm going to send you positive energy. And I'm going to pray for your guardian angel. So instead of them leaving you out there like that they're there to protect you from whatever else is going on around you. Okay? Please be careful. Please call home if you need help. And know who you are, know who your friends are, and watch your step. Okay? So, looking forward to hearing from you. Send me an email or put something in the comments. Let me know if this pertains to you in any way, and what happened on the trip, and what lessons were learned. Hope everybody's safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next month. Ashe. Amen. Bye.